Kneel before Zod! Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, is a film where some people think they like it better than the first film. Some people think the first film is still better than this movie. And some people think that I love both these films. And that's how I feel about Superman 2. I love this film and the first film equally. I don't think it's better or worse than the first film. They're kind of just the same, honestly. Which is not a bad thing at all. It's just that these movies have perfect direction, perfect acting, perfect effects from the movie from the late 70s, early 80s. And really, this is some people think this is the quintessential Superman film. They think this is a superior, no pun intended, Superman film in the Superman lore and the Superman saga, which I can kind of see why. I like the subplot around Lois Lane think Clark Kent is in fact Superman, which this is one thing I hate about Superman in general. This one thing I hate about him. How come no one suspects he's Superman? Clark Kent suspects he's Superman with those stupid glasses on. I mean, nobody can just basically see like, oh hey, don't you look like Superman? Like, if you take the glasses off, if you put them back on, it'll make no difference at all. That's one thing that this movie improves over the first film, that Lois Lane is not dumb enough to know that Superman and Clark Kent are not the same person. Even though that she finds out later on through the film that she was right all along, I'm glad that they added that, because take the glasses off, make no freaking difference. It's like saying, like, if Harry Potter had no glasses on, people wouldn't know who he is. That would be so freaking stupid. Or if I wear glasses, or sunshades, or a hat, people would know it's me. Like, glasses, it's just nothing. Like, alright, let's get to one of the greatest things about Superman 2. That is General Zod. Holy crap, Terrence Stamp does an amazing job at General Zod. I even love the kneel before Zod. That has to be one of the greatest lines ever from a comic book villain in a comic book movie. Ever. And we have seen Zod before in the first Superman film in the opening scene for like a few minutes, which Jor-El trapped him in like in this square box out to outer space along with his two partners, which I will admit that is cheesy. That is a definition of just lazy special effects. That was just the most silly thing I've ever seen in a comic book film. And I've seen Superman 3 and 4. Which I'm not reviewing those, by the way. I'm skipping those too. Because my next review will be Superman Returns, by the way. But back to this film. That is so freaking laughable. Even from the first film, it's laughable. And for Clark Kent to start up his relationship with Lois Lane, he had to give up his Kryptonian powers of Superman to start a normal life with Lois Lane. But little does he know, those three Kryptonians come down to Earth and basically they want to conquer the Earth. And like I said before, I don't think this film is better or worse than the first film, honestly. I think that what Richard Donner done very well with these first two Superman films is why I love those two very much. That the tone is very lighthearted and very family friendly. That's exactly what Superman should be. A very lighthearted tone for these first two films. And it works very well, just like how the first two Tim Burton films were very dark and brooding. It's very appropriate for Batman. And that's the first three Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. But but for Batman and Superman, for these original two films, the tone is very appropriate. Very well done. Gene Hackman, once again, does a great job as Lex Luthor. And I like how he teams up with General Zod and his two partners. And I'm glad. This has to be one of the greatest team-ups ever in a comic book movie. I like that Batman Returns also did this with the Penguin and Catwoman. You can see my review of that in my channel. But both of these four villains were also very great and very well done. And the action scene in this film with General Zod versus Superman. Say whatever you want about the action in this film. It's very cool to watch, especially the time period it came out in, the early 80s. It's very, very well done for that time, for when it came out. Hear me out. When it came out. If you look at it now, it's a bit cheesy. And if you say Man of Steel has a lot of product placements, General Zod gets hit by a Coca-Cola sign. like, he gets hit with the Coca-Cola sign. And I'm like, Man of Steel has a lot of product placement, but he gets hit by Coca-Cola sign. I mean, oh my goodness. And then General Zod and Superman start fighting in a Marlboro cigarette truck. I'm like, man, Superman films has a lot of product placements. I'm like, really now? Really? But Superman 2, like I said before, it is just as great as the first movie. It's nothing better or nothing worse than the first film, but it has its flaws. It has a stupid moments, just like what Nostalgia Critic said in the top 11 video, but it's nowhere near as terrible as Superman 3 or 4, Quest for Peace. Just to let you know. I'm gonna give Superman 2 an A-. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will be back with my review of Superman Returns. And don't expect a review of me bashing on this film, because in my opinion, I think Superman Returns is a better film than Man of Steel. And I'll get to why tomorrow. What do you think of Superman 2 in the comment section down below? And stay tuned tomorrow. And if you like this video, if you are new to my channel, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.